Hello my friends, 3KO Games here, back with another Empires and Puzzles hero review. This morning we've got a brand new hero in the Untold Tales summon. Actually, two of them. They snuck in a little 3-star. Pretty awesome. Let's go look at the 5-star first. There she is, wielding a big ice bow and arrow. Got some ice antlers and some other stuff. This is Svafa. 1614 team power with double limit break. 1231 without emblems or limit break. And I think that is the highest number, of course. Sitting slightly higher on attack, 1283. 1217 defense, 2259 on HP. If you double limit break her, of course, I already told you the team power, but she also gets a dodge ether talent, which is okay. 20% chance to dodge for the first 6 turns. She is a ranger, so she has a chance to pierce, to bypass counterattacks and other defensive buffs. From the Myrkheim realm, so she has that Arctic core. Every time she gets hit, that core charges and will make her hit even stronger eventually. So then we look at these passives. Innate resistance to frost and gains 450 boosted health and 5% mana each time they resist. That's pretty good. If you know of some other heroes that you're going up against that give the frost thing. And a lot of those heroes are here in the Myrkheim realm. So there's that. Now the Arctic core, when fully charged, is going to deal 500 frost damage and lower the target's attack by 15% each turn. That's a lot of frost damage. It will deal extra damage against heroes with minions or a mega minion. And so there's that. Very good. What else haven't we done? We haven't actually looked at the special skill. Hunter's True Shot, very fast speed. Okay. Very fast is an important speed because that is 2 tile matches. Very good. Attack the target and nearby enemies with Frost Fall Strike, dealing up to 1,500 damage. 40% more damage if the special target is of the fire element. Special skill never misses its target. Okay, so that 1,500 damage is with Growth and Wither. I feel like it's important to just keep mentioning this every time. Her attack will not be scaled by defense down, elemental defense down, anything like that. It's only scaled by Growth and Wither. Without any of that, it's a 750 strike on 3, which is still not bad at very fast speed, especially as we read about the rest of this skill. Target and the nearby enemies receive 705 bleed damage over 3 turns. And so, my gosh, we're going to get 500, oops, here it is, 500 frost damage if she's totally charged per turn, plus another 230 some bleed damage each turn, and this big 750 strike. Not bad. And then the target and nearby enemies get a mark of bleed for 3 turns. Whenever a marked target receives bleed damage, they gain a stack. Max 10. Each stack increases all the damage the target receives by 5%. Those stacks stay. So in a long battle, she will make it less long because they're just going to take on more and more and more damage. Okay, at very fast speed, this is a pretty good hero. I think especially on offense, because you can pair her with the right type of heroes that will complement her. I have a couple questions about that as we're thinking about this. So let's say you have another very fast speed hero. What's his name? Skarn is going to be featured in Soul Exchange very, very soon. Could you 1-2 punch that? So I'm wondering, in the same turn, Frostfall Strike hits, then the bleed damage hits, and the Mark of Bleed with the stack, all immediately? So if you wanted a 1-2 punch, would Skarn's hit be for 5% more? That's an interesting question. If anybody thinks they know the answer there, I would love to know down below in the comments. Of course, Skarn is elemental defense down, so it's not worth it to try to use him first because, well, another question here. His elemental defense down would not affect the Frostfall strike. But would it affect the bleed damage? I think it would. Other thoughts here with this bleed damage. I wonder if there's a way to get anybody with stacking bleed damage, because 705 is not that much. We've got, who's that older owl? I still use him sometimes. Varys with considerable bleed damage. Or, even somebody with a Mega Minion that does bleed damage after the Mega Minion hits. There's that red ninja Aurum that also does Mark of Bleed. And I think her bleed damage is even bigger. So, is it worth it to bring other bleed damage even if they overwrite Svafa? Just because that bleed damage is going to also get the stack, right? So with this stack, whenever a marked target receives bleed damage, so that's 3 turns in a row. So you fire her once, and when that bleed damage is done for this turn, she's already going to have given plus 15% damage to the target and nearby. That's pretty great, unless there's an ailment resist or I guess you would cleanse it after the first turn and then it's just 5% or whatever. My wheels are spinning about this hero. I think she'd be lots of fun to have on offense. Let me know down below what you think. And if you have any luck pulling her. I almost forgot though. There's also a little teeny 3-star riding a goat. Charge, says little Bryggvir. 3-star barbarian. 821 team power. That's with a limit break. 515. Oh, these stats are awesome. And 3 stars and 4 stars, definitely 3 stars, don't have the same kind of power creep, which I think is great. Anyway, so interestingly, also resists frost. I don't know about 3-star heroes that give frost, but also gains 450 boosted health. His health without emblem or limit break is only 689. So that's huge. If we can think of 3-star heroes that you could go up against that give you frost, definitely bring this guy in, because you're healing for 70% of your health every time they try to give you frost. Crazy. Okay, most importantly here is the special skill Goat Rush. Average speed, attacks the target nearby with Frostfall Strike, dealing up to 840 damage. So that's really 420 damage, and then scaling with Growth and Wither. 20% more if the target is of the fire element. Never misses its targets. Then increases the mana of the caster and nearby allies by 10%. I like that. That's a little bonus mana gain. Why not? He's already going to gain mana if he resists frost, and now he's just going to boost himself every time he fires. Totally usable, fun little 3-star for your raid tournaments and all that kind of stuff. Bryggvir. That's that. Those are the 2 new heroes. I've got 3 little polls waiting. Oops, I wanted to get two stars in a row. Not going to be so kind to me. Okay. Well, I'm just going to do these 3 right now anyway and see what happens. Could really use a blue hero. Also features alongside Thrivaldi and Matsognir, something like that. So let's give this a shot, see what happens. 3 quick pulls. Every once in a while that works. Hey, I got the little 3-star guy. That's awesome. Cool. Red means Sudri. Okay. Last one. How about blue flames? Yes. Greymane. No big luck for me, although the 3-star guy will eventually be fun when I start to level those things up. Again, let me know down below if you have any luck, what you think about these heroes, and thanks for checking out the video, everybody. We'll see you next time.